We do, yes, but our landlords do not live anywhere near here, and the management company doesn't do anything like that. So I mean, it shouldn't be that hard. I just have to go down to our storage unit where they left us some AC filters and put in
Okay.
some manual labor.
Wow, look at you just doing manual labor. Such
I
a
know.
man. Such a man.
Such a man is right. That's what I tell myself every morning, just so I feel good about the day.
Michael, you're,
You're
a
a
man.
You're a man. And then I get off my step stool, and then
Yeah.
I leave the bathroom.
Take out your Mickey Mouse shirt that you're wearing or whatever.
Yeah, I almost put a SpongeBob shirt on today. Instead, I have a shirt that says "Good Dog," and it's a dog with a lady's swimsuit top.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, you never know. You don't know what it's implying. Maybe he's bringing her the swimsuit.
I don't get it at all, but hey, you do you, man.
Yeah, happy Pride.
How was your weekday? Your weekend?
Interesting week and weekend. I worked a lacrosse tournament all weekend, so I spent the last 3 days just boiling in the sun. But that was fun. It was nice to get around lacrosse again.
Yeah.
It would have been good. I was happy to do it, make some extra cash, get around lacrosse again, be outside, and I was feeling good. I was supposed to work Friday to Sunday, and I was like, Thursday, I'm gonna go get my car. I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna get everything ready. Ran to my car where it's parked about 2 miles away, and I got there, and there's a water truck parked next to it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to wait a little bit to move my car, and then I got to my car, and the door handle to my car was not there anymore. And someone had ripped the door handle off my car and broke into my car, and then ripped the undercarriage underneath my seatbelt, or not seatbelt, my steering wheel out, because they were going to try and hotwire my car. But luckily enough, my car had a push to start, which I guess means, according to the dealership, that they couldn't take it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they didn't do it. They didn't take anything. They just ripped the shit out of my car. I don't have a door handle, and at this point, with all the shit that's happened to me since moving here, I didn't even react. I rubbed my eyes, and then I looked around to see if I was actually at my car. And I was.
I mean, also, your car already looks like it doesn't have its door handles on it.
So
If you could hear Michael's car just driving like
it
miles
doesn't
and miles
sound.
away.
See, you haven't heard it since I fixed everything.
See,
So it actually has an exhaust system. So, and I fixed it the day before I left down here. And yeah, so I just don't have a door handle, and I got a quote, and it's gonna be about $1,500 to fix, which I think technically totals my car.
Your car is, maybe
It totals my car if I didn't have a new engine in it, but because I have a new engine, it doesn't total it. So I did the Kelley Blue Book, I did the Carvana car estimate, and it said my car is worth $700. So
that's more than I would have guessed. So
I was thinking maybe $1,500.
just for scraps.
Just for scraps, like the tires alone. There's new tires on there. Yeah. So that was how my weekend started, and then got a little sun, and that's that. So I gotta go take my car in tomorrow, which will be real fun. And to whoever broke into my car.
Do you think they're big fans of the pod?
If you are, I hope you never listen again. Could you have at least maybe left the door handle next to the car, and maybe I could have tried to find a way to get it back on? No?
Do you think they kept it? They're like, keep prices?
No, I actually know they didn't keep it because my friend Cody, she lives where basically I park my car the street behind her. It's where she parks her car. And I walked to her because she works from home after I noticed my car couldn't drive it, and I was like, hey, I need you to give me a ride back. I don't want to run with all of my belongings, and someone broke into my car. And we were sitting down, and she's like, well, have you done this, this, and this? I'm like, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, you know what? About 3 days ago, I was on a walk with the girls, her dogs, and she goes, I saw a silver door handle on the side of the road in the grass. And I was like, man, that's got to suck. I wonder whose car got broken into or who got sideswiped. I go, it was me, Cody. It was my car. And I wish you knew my car a little better because you maybe could have grabbed that door handle for me.
Yeah, but you see a door handle, you're not like, oh, that's Michael's car.
Absolutely not. No, I know. But I thought it was funny. She goes, yeah, I saw your door handle 4 days ago on the side of the road. I go, oh, so my car's just been sitting here like this.
Yeah.
Like, yep. And it's still sitting there right now. I'm going to go get it tomorrow. And they said, according to the mechanic, I can drive it. There's no electrical damage, according to the pictures I took. And so I just have to open my rear passenger side door, crawling through the back seat to get to my front seat. Start that up.
Right. That seems about right.
Yep. And, yeah, so the plan is now is fix it up, sell it, start a lease.
Do you think that this is just retaliation for not showing our feet after they've got it to 1,500 views or 2,000 views or whatever?
Do you know how wild it would have been if I found a note that says "Show your feet" next time, motherfucker?
It's like, this is for you, baby.
I honestly, I would have been okay with it. I would have been so okay with it. No, I think this is karma for all those grocery donuts.
Yeah, this is pick and save getting back at you.
If I've had $1,500 in grocery donuts, then yeah, you can take my door handle. But I know I haven't. I don't even think I've eclipsed $20.
This is Metromark just getting back at you.
Oh, so pissed. But yeah. So other than that, I mean, yeah, I'm honestly, I don't know what else could go wrong. I mean, since being here, I have been taken to court for a medical bill, so I was actually sued. I have gone to the hospital for the same procedure twice. I've had a drain in me for a total of 3 weeks. I've had my car broken into, my door handles stolen, the dash broken. And yeah. Welcome to Denver, everyone.
Yeah, are you moving back?
Yeah, actually, if you can't tell, I'm in my mom's house right now. And
yeah, you just put a fake wall, like a green screen. And
yeah, I took a picture of this exact background before I left. I go, let's just make it look like I didn't move home and cry.
One of those Teams meetings where you're just like, it's just the outside. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, anything new with you? Shows?
At shows this weekend, we had a very funny comedian by the name of Mason James in.
Fucking love him.
He's
absolutely
so good.
Love him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's so good. And so we had shows on Friday, and then Saturday, me and him and our good friend Josh Smith and Doug all went to the baseball game, Brewers baseball game. So he got a taste of Wisconsin tailgating, which he couldn't wrap his head around, which was very funny. Just to like, he goes, every game you guys are just out here, and I was like, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so that was good. And then we had a show on Saturday, which was good. And yeah, then Sunday I played some golf with my dad and whooped him up, and it was fun.
Good. I'm glad your weekend was better than mine.
Yeah. And then there's some other comedy drama stuff that's happening though, but we'll tell that after the pod. But yeah.
Yes, this is what I live for. Oh, give me all the deets. Give me all the deets, and
yeah.
I can't wait. Wait.
But
I wish I didn't care about like hurting people's feelings. Well, I really don't. But
that's a hard thing. Like, also, it's just like, I don't know how many people are involved in it, but it's just like something that I'm trying to like steer clear of. But for some reason, I got asked and stuff. Anyways, I'll talk to you. I'll tell you after.
Sick. Well, we could probably jump into our quote unquote game. You just gave me a bunch of topics that I don't have answers to all of them. I'll be honest with you.
That's fair.
But
That's fair.
I got answers to some of them.
Yeah, I thought I'd give you a chance instead of just off the top of your head. If you can take some time to think about it, that'd be great. Because I want to just have some final questions that because saw this lady on TikTok, and she was like, I write questions down that I say on first dates, and it was like,
oh, these are first date questions.
No, she goes, I hate the first date questions. These are her, like, better than first date questions,
Okay.
So she said she has a list of them, and then she said a bunch of them. So I thought I would, write and ask you them, like we're on a date,
I like that idea. It's like your first date questions are terrible. It's like you just suck then. Like if you can't get past the basics, like what do you do for a living? What's your name? What are your hobbies? What's your favorite? And you can't sound like remotely interesting or interested in someone else. That's on you. It's 100% on you. I like these questions, but these aren't first date questions. Like where you sit down like, you know what, I'm going to ask you, this is how I'm going to get to know you. No, this is how you take someone to prison, or you're like, no, this is a red flag. Like, no. Just enjoy someone's company right away.
I think that's a big thing, is just being present and enjoying the connection and the vibe. But I think a lot of people are nervous in a first date, and they don't have, a social skill of being like, oh, it's present. Like, they don't want blank space. They don't want it to be, forced or habit. But, like, some people you just don't connect with, Have you ever been on a bad date?
I'll give you that. I've been on, like, 2 dates in my life. And the second one led to Rachel. So, yeah, no, I get it. Like, everyone, like, one of these questions could spark a conversation. I'm fine with that. But in my head, this lady's like, I have 10 questions I need to ask you. And then just the other person's sitting there like, this person's a whack job.
Yeah. Yeah. It's also, if you plan out too much, it's almost like you are going off a script too, sort of thing.
Exactly. Exactly.
So that can't be
There needs
good.
to be some authenticity just off the cuff.
Yeah.
Let it happen.
Let it be natural.
Let it be natural. Be loose. Bop around. Don't. First date, also big. Oh, shit. First date, don't go to a fancy dinner. I don't like the fancy dinner. It's got to. But I also don't like just coffee.
I would say
because
no dinner.
Is so short. Coffee's so short.
Yeah. And then also at some point you have to use the bathroom with coffee.
You got to use the bathroom. It's so short. And then you're quickly like, okay, if I like this, you better have something you could do afterwards. If you don't like it, I guess it's a quick out.
Yeah.
But it's just something about where, like, I don't feel like I have enough time.
Coffee's more of a catch-up.
It's a catch-up, or it's a, hey, I had a great time the first time. Would you maybe want to grab coffee Sunday morning kind of thing? See where that goes. But a fancy dinner for first date?
I wouldn't say
are you, Madonna?
Dinner at all. I'd say get, like, drinks and maybe some apps, maybe, if that. But, like, enjoy being to have an out if it's not going good. But also not having to focus on food and like, stuffing your face and not being able to talk.
I think Dave & Buster's has to be a great first date. You could get some food, you can get some drinks, you can play some games, and I think that's great. I think Dave & Buster's got to be a great first date.
Let her know that you're competitive.
No late
right
night
away.
walks. Yeah. You're competitive. You're fun. You're flirty. What if she's competitive? Maybe she likes it.
Yeah, I don't know if when I'm competitive, I'm not fun and flirty. I don't think. I'm there to win,
I'm fun, flirty, competitive until you start dating someone for 3 years, and now I want to watch you cry. I'm going to beat you. Yeah. But let's get into Miss Frizzlewitz's 10 or 11 first date questions.
Yeah. What is a petty grudge that you still hold?
Really? There's an easy one, but there's a really easy one.
I know one.
Yeah. I really don't. This was tough because the first one that came to my mind was the easy one, and it's not. I don't even know. It's just petty. It's not even a grudge anymore. It's just for the bit. I think as of late, I've kind of let go of a lot of grudges. There are certain. I think the one I have now is the most recent job I applied to that I went through the entire process. And it was like a 6-week process, which is too long for a job interview. Like, you can't take a week and a half to get back to someone after each round, especially when you're eliminating people each time. And then me have to follow up to hear that you went on somewhere else. That after the last round. I was like, you can't, the whole job application thing, and this was like 2 months ago, but I'm like, I think that company, do you know them? I know them. I wish them the best, but I wish them a little bit of a struggle. But I do wish the person who received the job, I kind of know the person who got it. I wish them all the success in the world.
I think a lot of grudges come from me just having negative interactions with that person that just kind of rub me just a little bit the wrong way. Like,
do you have a lot of people grudges and not like?
Yeah, I would say people grudges more than anything.
Okay.
Of just being like, I don't like that person just because of the one interaction I had with them. They did this, and it's like, there's a comedian. I'm not gonna try to name names, but
No, name it. I'll beep it out.
yeah, it's
Okay. I don't even think we need to beep that out.
No, we do. Probably.
Yeah, I'll do it.
But this comedian said that he headlined Don't Tell Comedy in my city, and the only reason that he was put up last because he was late. And then
oh yeah, I remember this one. Yeah.
Then went on to tell people, and now I'm like, absolutely not. I just hold a grudge no matter what. Anytime I see anything pop up, like right away, I'm like, oh fuck, what? Come on.
I wouldn't even call that a grudge. You just hate that he's lying through his fucking teeth.
Yeah, but now I see like anything like that this person puts up, I'm just like, this sucks. It's not even like.
That's fair. That's very fair.
The next one is unwritten rules everyone should follow.
So this is tough. So we've done this one before, and I was trying to think of something new, and I don't know if I necessarily believe this one or not, but I'm going to say this is an unwritten rule. If you are going to have guests over in the summertime and you live somewhere that's very warm, your AC should be on in the house. You do not invite someone over, and then when they walk in the house, it's as hot inside as it is outside. And you know what? I only thought of this because I had to crash at a buddy's place this weekend because we both worked this tournament, and he's not thrilled that his lady doesn't turn on the AC. And you know what? After a long day in the sun, you don't want to walk into a house and be like, "Fuck, there was no relief there."
Yeah, it's still hot. Yeah. That's a good one.
And my dad, when I lived with my dad, he did that all the time. I mean, I have the joke about it. I was like, Can we turn the AC on? And he's like, no, that's what the windows are for. I'm like, it's 90 outside. We're trying to make the temperature inside not be the temperature outside. And we're just creating a bridge, leaving the windows open.
Some people's, their body temperature is different than other humans. Like, I have a friend, he is always hot no matter what. So we'll be in the winter, and he'll have the windows open. And that, to me, is, insane. Just it's snow. You can see snow outside, and you have the windows open. What are we doing?
I think I get warm pretty quickly, but that's a little much.
It's excessive.
Just don't have just turn your heat down. Turn your heat down in the house.
It's weird.
What about you?
When I think of unwritten rules, I mean I could name a bunch in baseball. You just don't do. You don't show up an umpire. You don't show up a pitcher or anything like that. And then I thought of like a bunch of just things people shouldn't do on airplanes, because I mean, when you travel, there's so many weirdos that you see.
Airline's an easy go-to.
But the very first one that came to mind is when when someone's like doing something, and like obviously you can tell that someone's setting up for an event or anything, get the hell out of there. Or if it's close to like closing, don't just sit around at a restaurant for way too long. Get the hell out of there. Like those people, you're just holding the staff hostage, you know?
Don't overstay your welcome.
Exactly. I think that's
don't overstay your welcome. I think that's a good one.
It's a big one for me. It's like the kitchen closed an hour ago. What are you doing there? Why? You're not going to order anything else?
Yeah, you're not going to need leftover food. You're not going to need leftover food.
Yeah.
Let's have you switch your camera now.
Okay.
We're at about 20. And then we'll continue. What sucks is your first one, the drink Wisconsinably, I think I have for like 3 answers.
Check out my fun socks.
Oh. Now they're going to excite people, but right now underneath, because it's so warm in here, I had to kick off the moccasins. I can see all 10 toes right now. I can see all 10 toes. And you know what? I just want you to know they're down there.
Yeah.
They're down there. But guess what? They're staying down there for now until I forget, and then my foot comes up on my knee here.
The dogs are uncaged.
They're uncaged. They're barking.
What's the time you embarrassed yourself trying to look cool?
I feel like there are so many of these, but the most recent one that came to mind is that stupid fedora pic that you keep bringing up. You ever, like, when you're younger, and you know what? For the sake of this, here's the fedora pic. When you're younger and you're trying to be cool and impress people by being funny or whatever, and I was like, I put that fedora, I was like, oh, this is funny, or I actually probably thought it looked good on me, and now it doesn't go away. At least being friends with you, this thing pops up. I've Googled myself recently for, I forgot what purpose, and for job stuff, and I was like, cool. This thing is like the number 3 picture on here. It doesn't go away. I'm just thankful that basically overtakes the one in a giant penis costume.
True. So you're welcome. I've done you a service.
Yeah. Thanks.
I think this one time that really sticks out in my head. One time trying to be cool is I was in a coffee shop, and I wanted to like because I thought I saw someone that I knew. And I was like, oh, that's the person I know, and I'm going to walk past them. And as soon as I walk past them, I'm like, that is not them. And I get to the point where, like, I'm going to have to turn around and come back them. And I come back around, turn around, and I spill my coffee right in front of the person that looks identical to the person I thought. And I'm like, this is the most embarrassing moment of my life. This is insane that I am this dumb. And now they 100% saw me walk past and then come back and just spill stuff in front of them. They think I'm an idiot. I'm a loser.
If that's the most embarrassing moment of your life, there are people out there who hate you, because that's not terrible. It's really not that bad. But, like, I get it.
There's plenty of embarrassing moments in my life. One time at camp, I went to like camp when I was a young kid, and you go from
camp?
What?
Band camp?
No,
this one time at band camp.
Not band camp, but it was like a camp, and I remember you shower outside, and then you go to the cabins, and there's a girls' cabin and there's a guys' cabin. You always wanted to like hang out by the girls' cabin, and you have to walk from the showers. You have to walk past the girls' cabin to get to the guys' cabin, and I was probably 12 maybe at the time. So like girls were just, anything. You talk, girls
anything.
Like, grabbed your hand. You're like, oh my God, we're dating, sort of thing. But on my way to the shower, I dropped my underwear, and like the hottest girl at this camp like picked them up and was like, whose underwear are these? And I wanted to die. I wanted to.
Yeah. See, that right there, that I can feel that. I just transport myself to being 12, and that right there, like, oh, because you know your underwear weren't cool.
No.
You weren't rocking the cool underwear yet. It's still in tighty
Oh,
whities,
yeah.
or you're like, damn it, why did I wear my Buzz Lightyear ones? Which has
Who's
come full circle because I have
underwear?
those again.
Yeah.
Ooh, whose is this?
Yeah, and you're like, shit. And she's the only one with boobs, and it's like,
Yeah, you're like, I'm taking this one to my grave.
yeah. I don't know whose underwear that is, but you can probably burn it.
And now you'd be like, it's mine. Give it to me.
Yeah. I'd be like, those are definitely my cow boxers.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest thing you've Googled recently?
This one I don't have an answer for because I don't think I've Googled anything that weird recently. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I got one for you. Maybe it has something to do with like sourdough bread, because Rachel's making those a lot. Maybe a recipe.
Yeah.
I like sometimes I just Google ingredients I have in the fridge and see if a recipe comes up, which is kind of fun because a lot of times it does. And then you get pleasantly surprised. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I have a weird Google search.
I've been getting into doing the prompts for the AI prompts where you can make like photos or anything or like scripts or anything. Okay. So very recently I've been getting to turn this photo into cats, just like me as a cat. It's very stupid.
Every once in a while I'll do that. I've been using ChatGPT as like an actual tool lately, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. I mean,
but I can also see where it's gonna ruin someone's brain. Like it's just
for sure.
Yeah.
It ruins a little bit of the creativeness, but if you use it as a tool to be creative, that is where
yes. I think it's a great outline tool. It's a good like catalyst for getting you to be more creative, which is really nice. And catalyst, by the way, great use of that word right there.
What's a lie you told that went too far?
This one's easy, and I don't think I'll ever top it. But the fact that I'm a personal trainer, it went so far that I actually became a personal trainer. Yeah. I got my last job in Wisconsin. I ran operations for a few Anytime Fitnesses, and I started as the GM, and the guy who owned it was like, do you want to train people here? And I was like, I don't think I should do that. And then he goes, well, you look like you know what you're doing, so go for it. We'll just split it 75-25. I was like, okay. And then for 3 years, I had training clients, and they would ask me all sorts of questions for the first year and a half. Be like, why does this happen? Why? I'm like, I have no fucking clue. I mean, it got to a point where I was teaching group classes for the elderly, and they're like, we trust you, Michael. There's one guy who literally told his doctor, I'm not kidding. He told his doctor he has a AFib, and the doctor's like, you need to go on medication for this AFib, which is so common. Just like go on medication. It usually helps you. And he came back, and he's like, I told my doctor I needed to speak to my trainer first to see if I could find another way without taking medication because he's a professional. And I was like, Jim, no. Absolutely not.
I have no doctor training.
It was literally like that. I was like, Jim, I'm not a doctor. I'm barely a trainer.
Yeah. When the airlines when the airlines are like, in the case of emergency, like if you're seated in the
is there a doctor here? Yeah.
And I'm like I don't even want to sit there. There's been a mistake. I don't want to help people. Let's not do that.
Yeah. I mean, it was such a happy accident lie. I mean, I love doing it now. I end up going to school, and I'm a certified trainer now. But I mean, for a year and a half, I was just winging it. They're like, can you make me a workout? I go, yep. And then I go, hey, ChatGPT, can I get a workout for a 70-year-old man who keeps asking me questions every day?
Yeah, and it's pretty much like you probably do the same with the simple, like the age ranges. You're like, all right, well, you're doing this today, and you give it to the 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told the story on here about the child, right?
Yeah. Okay. You told the child one. Okay. I don't even think we have time for that one yet. That's the child
the biggest
one is Wow.
The biggest
I told Rachel that this weekend.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I don't know how it came up. We were at some brewery, and she's like, honestly, not even surprised. I was like, yeah, okay. But I told my buddy and his fiance, the couple who don't turn the AC on, about your parking ticket one, and they absolutely love that.
That's a good one. Yeah,
That's a great one. That's
a great one.
That's a beaut.
Great lie. It's a great lie.
Yeah.
What's worse, group text or reply all emails?
I think group texts are worse, but I think group texts are also beneficial. So it's like a love-hate with group texts. I think every man will get into maybe 2 or 3 group messages in their life that they're okay keeping on their phone. The rest of them are created for convenience and for like 3 days. And it's like, then we're never going to touch this again. And if anyone does reach out in that group chat again, you're like, kick rocks. Like, no, we're done. Like, you were added because you were there this weekend. No. I think group texts are universal, but when they start blowing up, I'm a big put them on mute person because I put them on mute, and I'll look at them occasionally. But reply all emails, I feel like that's an easy just like swipe, delete, gone. It's and also we've been doing reply all emails for our golf outing.
Oh, we have?
Oh no, we just been doing mass emails. Sorry, not reply all. But yeah, it's reply all emails. Just
for me, I think like a group chat with someone with an Android. That's where I draw the line. Like, gosh dang it.
That's fair. That's very fair.
What would you do with a clone of yourself for 24 hours?
So I have 2 answers for this. Do you want? Actually, I'm just gonna give you the bad answer first. The bad answer. I think if I had a clone of myself for 24 hours, I would probably have that clone. And am I in control of the clone?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I would probably have that clone just make a bunch of questionable decisions I've thought about making throughout a day and just see how they pan out. And then I could make them the next day. But if I'm being honest with you, if I had a clone of myself, I would go golfing and do a 2-man scramble and probably shoot the best score of my life, because when someone asks, what'd you shoot today, I can say I shot like a 64.
Honestly, also, first of all, shooting a 2-man scramble is so fun. I just did it Tuesday night or something like that. Last week. We just at Grant for after work. It was so nice out. I was like, I can't stay inside, so I just went 9 holes and I just played a 2-man scramble by myself. It was a blast.
Well, that's where it comes from. It's like, how many times have you gone golfing by yourself and you're like, I'm gonna play 2 balls, and you're like, you know what? If this was a scramble, I'm shooting par today. Like, ball A, like for 3 holes is better. Ball B is better. It's like, you know what? How many times have you gone to the range and you're like, all right, you're just better on the range because you have that I have another ball mindset. If I have another me mindset, good Lord, watch out, people.
That's fair.
Watch out.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I would love to, play myself in a bunch of different sports. That'd be fun for me.
Oh, okay, I like that.
You know, see just how good I am in certain sports. I think that'd be fun. You know, just trying to be around me, or maybe watch me do stand up, like be like this guy.
That would be fun to just like sign your clone up for a bunch of things that you do and truly get that like
out of body experience.
outside perspective, because like sport wise, you could be like, I'm actually pretty good, and then you watch, you're like, I don't look that good. Like maybe I'm not as athletic as I think. Yeah.
I never had a guard me in basketball before. You know, let's see what's all about.
Exactly. I like that answer.
If you found a box of things that you lost in your life, what would you grab first?
I don't even know what I've lost, but if I'm being honest with you, like, probably it'd be a bunch of childhood things. Like, I want my Pokemon cards back. I'd just go pay my rent for the year, get it over with. Maybe like the old lightsaber I used to have. I know
Okay.
there's a golf polo I lent my buddy Jack, who lives in Chicago. It's a Peter Millar polo with a bunch of martini glasses on it. It's the most comfortable golf polo I've ever had, but it was kind of big, and I gave it to him for a golf outing, and I've never gotten it back, and I really want it back.
Yeah, you don't hold grudges. I don't think so at all.
No, not at all. It's not a grudge on him. I just want the polo back. He said he'd give it to me. I've just never followed up, and now I don't live near him. But
Just send him your address in a text right now.
yeah, I think it'd just be like some childhood memorabilia. What about you?
There's a weird handheld game that I used to take on like road trips that I used to play, and it was this Wheel of Fortune game that was also a slot machine.
Oh,
And I played it like it was from my aunt's house, and I played it like crazy all the time. And then one day, I think my mom just got sick of it because it kind of had a little noise to it,
yeah.
and it was gone. And I was like,
Little
oh,
ding, ding, ding.
yeah. But that's what I would. I've looked up on eBay like how much it is to buy one of those. But yeah, that's probably what I would do.
I love looking at old toys I used to play with. Like I loved the like the Christmas time where you get the catalog and you put like you mark down what you want. I miss circling toys and not like clothes or I need a new toothbrush or can someone get me a door handle for my car or stuff like that. But like one I always go back to that was like I weirdly liked. Do you remember like the magnetic bullseye? Like you bounce it on a trampoline, the ball. And it goes, it was like a skee ball, but like you know what I'm talking about? No, okay. You were a Beanie Baby guy, weren't you?
I had one Beanie Baby.
You scream Beanie Baby.
Oh, I only had one Beanie Baby.
Scream Beanie Baby.
I don't even know what that means, but I had one Beanie Baby, and it was a Ricky Williams Saints Beanie Baby.
You look like you just got a bucket of them somewhere.
And my mom has recently given me that Beanie Baby because she thought it was worth money, and it is not. So
it is. Oh, I love that. I love when parents are like this is worth. I'm like it's not. This is trash.
Yeah. Well, she thought it would be, because Beanie Babies are worth stuff, but I looked it up, and it is not worth nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
Where are we? You're a ghost. Who or what do you haunt, and why?
Again, I don't know. I'd probably haunt specific areas of the Deer District. I just make sure. I don't know. I feel like if in my head, if I'm a ghost, I'm also like kind of all knowing a little bit. So I would maybe just like haunt local bars and then make like the pull tab machine stop right before the winning ticket. Every time, just really piss people off.
That's a good one.
Anyone I still have a grudge with, I'd haunt, but I really don't know who I'd haunt. Yeah, what about you?
I would probably pick someone I do not like, and I would just mess with them a little bit, not a lot. Do not mess with them a lot. Just like randomly make
Minor
things,
inconveniences.
Yeah, just make them lose the things to the point where they're like, "Am I freaking out? I thought I just put this here," That to me, it would be way more than just being like, ooh.
But like forcing deja vu on people like way too much, I think would fuck with someone. Like I swear to God, I just experienced this. I'm like, you did, and I'm making you live it over and over and over again.
That's good.
Yeah.
We can skip the next one.
I like this next one.
Oh, you like
I
it?
actually
Go
have
ahead.
an answer for this.
Go ahead. Then you got red flag or deal breaker.
Red flag or deal breaker for me in a relationship. I feel like they change as you get older.
Okay.
I feel like you actually put up with a lot more as you get older. And you're like, it's really not that bad. They have their own quirks. For me now, if you're not an adventurous eater or willing to try something or go to a restaurant, like that looks unique. Maybe we get it to split and then we still get our own meal. But like just willing to explore other cultural foods and stuff like that, can't do it. If you're a picky eater, like chicken nuggets and french fries, I can't do it. If your main food color of choice is beige, I'm out.
Yeah, I think for me, it's probably like someone who's into nicotine or drugs or anything like that. I'm just like, it's just, we're not gonna have fun together. You're wanting to, go to a forest and look at some trees and drop acid, and I'm gonna be very boring
Yeah,
to you then.
not a huge druggie. Not a.
I want to sit on this patio and drink some beers. We're not
Those
on the same level.
those vape rigs, I can't get behind it. I can't get behind it.
Yeah, that's
Can't get
wild.
behind it. What was the last one again?
That one was a bad invention, but we can skip to the golf outing if you want.
Do you have a bad invention?
There's plenty of bad inventions, but if you have one, go ahead.
Mine was just canned cocktails.
They're very popular now. Even
I hate.
even White Claw's making them now.
I just like canned cocktails, and I don't mean like what Press or White Claw or Carbless or they're calling them canned cocktails kind of thing. I view those all as kind of like one category of seltzers and then on a spectrum of carbonation. I mean like, and this was partially as a joke but partially serious, but if you put like an old fashioned in a can or a cosmopolitan in a can or like full on multi-ingredient cocktails in a can, I think they're never good. And you might think they're good at first, and then you have a second one, you're like, fuck, I fucked up.
And then you have 36 of them.
Yeah, and it's like, but like I actually like both haha and truly mean stop putting multi-ingredient cocktails into a can. They're not good.
That's fair. Yeah.
They're not good.
Come to our golf outing. It's going to be
I'll act it out this time.
Yeah. Come to our golf outing on August 23rd. We have the fun people comedians from all over Milwaukee that will be ripping you a new one on hole 1. We have fun events that are going on the course. All 18 holes are going to be a blast. Whether you like golf, good at golf, or you just want to have fun, come out to the golf outing at Deer Track Golf Club in Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. It's going to be a great time. August 23rd. Please go get your tickets or register your team, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And we'll be there. So, cool. Come on out. Drink booze better.
Yes. Drink, I guess, yeah. 3, 2, 1.